Mummies are one of the most popular and well-known subjects in all of archaeology. And yet, for all the fame that mummies have achieved throughout history, there's still very little that we know about them. This is especially true when it comes to how exactly they were made, what was involved in the process, and why certain things were done. One thing that we do know about, however, is that mummies were created through a process known as mummification. But while we know the end result of this process, we don't know too much about the process itself. Welcome to my channel, and today let's find out how mummies were made. The first step of the mummification process began with the removal of the brain. Now, obviously, this wasn't as simple as just reaching in and taking it out. To get access to the brain, the first thing that had to be done was to remove the top portion of the skull. This was done by placing the deceased person's head between two stones and using a third stone to hit the top of the skull. This would create a fissure that would run from ear to ear, opening up the top of the skull. From here, the brain could then be extracted using a hook. Now, once the brain had been removed, the next step of the process could begin. This next part of the process was the removal of the internal organs. To do this, a cut was made along the left side of the abdomen, and then the organs were carefully removed. It seems like the organs were removed in a specific order. First, the stomach and intestines were removed, and then the liver and other organs were taken out. The lungs were also removed, and this was done so that the body could be preserved properly. In some cases, the heart was left inside of the body, but more often than not, it was removed as well. Once the organs had been removed, the body was then washed with water and a special kind of detergent. Then the body was placed in a drying chamber where it was dried out for 40 days. After this, the body would be taken and the bones would be made more flexible so that they could be more easily wrapped up. This was done by submerging the bones in a kind of resin. After this, the body would be placed in a mold and then bandages would be applied to the body. The bandages that were used to wrap up the mummy could be made out of linen or sometimes even leather. The bandages were soaked in a kind of glue made out of flaxseed, and then they were carefully applied to the body. The body was completely wrapped up, and then the final touches to the mummy could be added. This included adding eyes and a mouth to the mummy, as well as placing jewelry and other adornments on the mummy. The entire process of mummifying a body was a lengthy one. It could take several months to complete, and it was expensive as well. Only the wealthy could afford to have their bodies mummified after they died. Mummification was not only a way to preserve the body, it was also a way to preserve the soul. The Egyptians believed that the soul would return to the body after it died, and they wanted the body to be in good condition so that the soul could live a comfortable life. There are many reasons why the Egyptians practiced mummification. One reason was religious. They believed that the soul would return to the body after it died, and they wanted the body to be in good condition so that the soul could live a comfortable life. Another reason was practical. Mummification helped to preserve the body from the elements, and it also helped to prevent the spread of disease. Mummies have been found that are thousands of years old, and they are still in good condition because of the mummification process. Mummification was a complex and time-consuming process, but it was worth it to the Egyptians. They believed that it was necessary to preserve the body for the afterlife, and they were willing to go to great lengths to make sure that the process was done correctly. What did you think about mummification? Did you learn something new? Let us know your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe so you can join us for more fun and educational videos like this one.